Let's learn about the derivatives of second pharyngeal arch. The second pharyngeal arch, all the derivatives, that is bone derivative, muscle, ligament, artery and nerve derivatives, are remembered with the mnemonic, the letter S. From the letter S, we can get all the derivatives of second pharyngeal arch. The second pharyngeal arch is also called the hyoid arch, as the bone smaller corner of hyoid is derived from the second pharyngeal arch. It is also called, second pharyngeal arch is also called the hyoid arch. And from the mnemonic S, it may represent a dollar symbol, so it is a Richard's cartilage. It is also called the Richard's cartilage. And the derivatives of bone, we already have seen that malleus and incus ear ossicles are derived from the first pharyngeal arch, and the remaining one ear ossicle, that is stapes, is a derivative of second pharyngeal arch. And the styloid process, also a derivative of second pharyngeal arch. And as the second pharyngeal arch is also called the hyoid arch, the smaller cornu of hyoid is derived from the second cartilage and superior part of the hyoid. The superior part and the smaller cornu of the hyoid are derived from the second pharyngeal arch, so the second pharyngeal arch is also called the hyoid arch. And the ligament is, there is a connection between the styloid bone and the hyoid bone through a ligament, stylohyoid. So stylohyoid ligament is derived from the second pharyngeal arch. And the nerve is, facial nerve is the derivative of second pharyngeal arch. And as the bone, hyoid bone is derived from the second pharyngeal arch, it also have the artery, hyoid artery. And the bone stapes is derived from the second pharyngeal arch, it also have the stapedial artery. And the muscles, the second pharyngeal arch derivative have the facial nerve. So the facial muscles get originated from this second pharyngeal arch, which include auricularis, buccinator, frontalis, platysma, orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris. These are the external facial muscles which helps in the expressing the facial expressions, or derived from the second pharyngeal arch. And as the stapes bone is derived from the second pharyngeal arch, stapedius muscle is also derived from the second pharyngeal arch. Styloid process and hyoid bone, and as well as there is a stylohyoid ligament derived from the second pharyngeal arch. The stylohyoid muscle is also derived from the second pharyngeal arch. And these are the derivatives of second pharyngeal arch, and this is the diagrammatic representation showing the derivatives of second pharyngeal arch. That is, we have the third ear ossicle, that is stapes, and from the stapes we have the stapedius muscle which gets originating, and this is the styloid process, and there is a connection between the styloid and the hyoid bone through a ligament, stylohyoid ligament, and through a muscle also called the stylohyoid muscle. And this is the superior part of a hyoid bone, and these are the lesser cornu of hyoid bone. These are the derivatives of second pharyngeal arch. Apart from this, we have the facial nerve and facial muscles, and artery, hyoid artery and stapedial artery are derived from the second pharyngeal arch.